So I originally went to university when I was 18, and it was an absolute disaster. I was overwhelmed. I realised that I'd completely picked the wrong degree. I picked it just because that was what I was doing, and I didn't really know what else to do, and I hated it. I didn't like it at all. So I worked for 6 or 7 years doing various jobs, some quite good jobs where I was earning quite good money, some jobs where I hated it and was earning not very much money, and that led me to a kind of a little bit of a, I can't call it a midlife crisis, I was only like 26, but just a bit of a kind of, what am I doing with my life? Where do I want to go? Is it now the time for me to go to university? That led to a friend of mine who worked in a school and said, we have a position coming up, I think you'd be really good at it. Come and give it a go. I went and had an interview, got the job, and I was working with 11, 19-year-olds who basically couldn't stay in mainstream education because of their behaviour. About 3 months there, I thought, this is what I want to be doing. I think I want to be a teacher. So I thought, right, I need to go to university. This is obviously 6 years on from when I'd first tried to give it a go. So I was in a completely different mindset. I'd just grown up a bit. I kind of knew more what I was about now and wasn't really rushing into things or making decisions because I was expected to do it. So I thought, right, what do I want to study? What do I enjoy? So I instantly picked a subject that I did enjoy, and I thought I'd take it from there. It was a completely different feeling. I was just so much more on the ball and organised and excited and prepared, and I felt like I was making the right decision, and so much to the point where this first year's flown by and I've never been so organised in my life. Being technically a mature student, I had various concerns. Obviously that I was going to be a bit older than most of the people on my degree. How was I going to fund it? How was I going to pay for my accommodation? So yeah, I'd say those were the main three. As soon as I got to university, I realised that I actually was not one of the oldest on my degree. There was people there who have children and stuff, and it really highlighted for me that it doesn't really matter what age you go back, it's completely fine. So I got rid of that fear pretty quickly. Financially, I made sure that I researched all the available options in terms of loans for me. And I was just sensible about it. I just did all the research I had to do. And luckily, my student loan covers my accommodation for the year. So it's literally paid to me, goes straight back out, so I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, all of the barriers that I had, all the concerns that I had before going were pretty much squashed straight away. I became a student ambassador for my degree. I became a student ambassador for the Access and Outreach department. And before I knew it, the end of the year was done, and I realised that I'd actually achieved quite a bit. And it was only when someone said to me, like, how's your year been? Like, what have you been doing? And they said, that's really good. Like, you've crammed a lot in a year. You should be really proud of yourself. And I was like, maybe I should be a bit proud of myself. Do you know what I mean? So I've just surprised myself that I'm really happy that I decided to go back, because I had concerns about going back. I thought, Crystal, should you go back? Is uni really for you? But it turns out that actually it was, but I'm just in a better place to go now.